Hello and welcome to Underpaid Gamers YouTube channel. My name is Justin and today I'll be taking you through a review of Kingdoms and Castles. I found this game on Steam recently, bought it and played it and thought all our listeners would love to get a review of this game. So to start off, this game is developed and published by Lion Shield. This is the first game that has been funded through a system called FIG. It's a crowd-funded / invested game that you can, as a person, contribute to, or you can invest in, so you get to share the profits. And so this game specifically, I'm reading this from the Steam page, was supported by 1,400 backers, and so they could pledge, get some rewards in the game, and the game itself, and then some people also invested in it who got a return on their investment. So a little bit about the game itself. This game is a simulation game. Essentially, you build up a kingdom and try and survive Viking and dragon attacks. And so it is I like to, when I have explained this to some of my friends, said it's kind of like a SimCity game, not nearly as complex, especially the first version of the game. I will say that I've been playing long enough to see their new infrastructure update, and it has improved the base game quite a bit. However, I still think there's some way to go. So overall, again, kind of going back to this game, the point of this game is city design, and the purpose of it is to grow your population and then also be able to defend your kingdom against these periodic Viking and dragon attacks. Some of the things that can happen when the Vikings attack, they can kidnap some of your people, and all of this can affect your happiness level of your people. And depending on which level of difficulty you play in the game, that happiness can either end your game or let you continue to play. So, my initial thoughts of this game is that it's good. It's a lot of fun. I love simulation games, and if you love simulation games, you will like this as well. I think where this game really shines is its simplicity, and I actually really enjoyed the art style of it as well. And so it was really easy to get into and just start playing. However, I will say that the longer you play, the more you run into the problem of not having a lot of content. I would say after about an hour and a half, all you can do is just make your town bigger. There's nothing new to try and work towards besides just making sure you have enough resources to support your new population. In late game things, my second city, I turned it on to the hardest difficulty because the first difficulty wasn't that bad. And I've yet to lose at this game without really trying that hard. My walls, I ended up being so well defended that I just built walls over the entire continent that you can sprawl out on, and those walls ended up being, by the end of it, 7 structures high, and I had multiple towers that were, at least 20 high, 15 to 20 high, which, if you've played the game, means that essentially I can hit anywhere on the map with those towers. For those of you who haven't played, which is probably what this is more for, if you're trying to figure out if you want to buy this game, I would say that it's worth the $10. It's not a lot of money, and so I think you'll get a good amount of time, at least one playthrough, probably 2 or 3, depending on where you start with the difficulty levels. And if you like simulation games, this is it. However, for those of you who are looking for maybe a game to spend a lot of time on, this is not your game. This is I want a peaceful, a fun, relaxing simulation game. This is a game for you. If you want a more in-depth, very much control everything, all aspects of a medieval kingdom, there are probably some other games that you could go to besides this one. Overall, though, this is a very approachable simulation game that's a lot of fun. So those are my initial impressions of the game. The infrastructure update was awesome. You can change your roads from dirt to also stone, which makes them move faster, which really helped me be able to build a bigger city. Also added some features for irrigation for crops, and that also is nice. And I like that they came out with an update so quickly after it was launched, and I think if that continues, it will continue to add to the late game, which right now is where I think it's struggling. Overall, though, I think this is a great game. Steam agrees with me in the comments. Everything is very positive right now on there. This game is not difficult to run if you're running a PC. Minimum is a 2.0 gigahertz processor, 4 gigs of RAM, 256 megabyte graphics card. We're not really talking super hard here. Radeon HD 5670 could run it. Those are the minimums, with the recommended being a little bit higher than that at a gigabyte graphics card or 2.7 gigahertz processor. But to my knowledge, that's not too bad. My old gaming PC that I built 6 years ago could run this game at recommended settings. So you probably can too. So those are my initial thoughts. If you have anything to add, or if you take issue with anything that I've said, feel free to post that below in the comments. And thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.